unless you're a diplomat, negotiate when you come in at the airport if you get stopped, okay? Now, as I travel literally all over the world, trust me, I've seen them all, okay? I've traveled as a diplomat where 99.9% of the time you're never gonna have an issue. One country, which I won't name because I'm still there, I had an issue. They didn't respect my diplomatic immunity. That was bad. But anyway, we're addressing that problem. But for the rest of the time, if you're not a diplomat and you get to the airport, trust me, okay, you can get in serious trouble for nonsense, okay? And you can negotiate that. So for example, I'm coming to Jordan with chips, like casino chips. I didn't really think about that, okay? I was at a casino in Macau and I look at it and it was a nice little box set and I thought my daughter might like them and she could play with them, so I bought the box set. And then I arrive in Jordan and they're giving me a huge trouble with it and they say, well, you cannot bring this in the country. I know I'm leaving the country in 6-7 days. They want to destroy it. I said, no, listen, put that in the bag, give me a receipt. When I leave the airport, I'll take them out. We fixed that up. Another thing too is the laws or the things sometimes may not make sense to you. Now let me show you an example from Canada. Literally show you an example from Canada. These, well, used to be nunchaku. I literally bought this in Vietnam. I didn't think about it in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I'm just shopping. This is like $1 in Vietnam. And it had a rope, right? Because when it's linked up, these are nunchaku. I arrived in Canada and I forgot about that completely. The girl didn't want to hear anything at the airport. And she said, look, these are absolutely illegal. Okay, you can be arrested for this. And I started laughing there because, you know, they don't arrest you for that. But, you know, for her, okay, if I had had a kilo of cocaine on me, would have been less of a shock for her than me trying to bring in nunchaku. But that's not the worst part. Now she cut the rope and she says, now that's 2 sticks, that's legal. But the thing is, I also had that in my luggage. This is also from Vietnam. That's a machete, okay? This is serious. Not joking, okay? This is very, very sharp and it's huge. Okay, that's not a problem. Knife, no issue. 2 stick attached with a piece of rope, oh my God, crazy, can't do that. So sometimes these things happen. It depends, first of all, who you are, where you're traveling, what country you're going to, how long you're gonna go, are you gonna get out of the country after that, and what you brought in, okay? So it happened to me with a collapsible baton in Tunisia. I'm in the airport in Lebanon and basically the guy is looking at my luggage and he doesn't want to say anything because he's not supposed to look in there and he just saw in the scanner, he thinks he knows what it is. And I'm like, what's the issue? He said, you're a diplomat, I can't check. It's okay, fine. And I'm like, I don't have anything in my luggage that I don't have any weapons as far as I know. Turned up, I had one. Oh. I get in Tunisia. In Tunisia, of course, they scan it, they detect it, they bring me in. The guy started to give me a sermon and I told him, look, I didn't know. I'm sorry about that. Don't destroy it. Again, very simple. I'm going to leave the country in 2 days. I'm only here for 2 days. Look, after that, I'm going to Morocco. Here's my ticket. You know, keep it. I'll pick it up later. And the guy just even like, oh, okay. And look at my MOFA ID, my diplomatic ID. And he's like, oh, okay, fine. You're not diplomat in here, but you know, like, I trust you. You're okay, no problem. Keep it. You can bring in a country, but don't do that another time. These things happen. It depends how you negotiate, who you talk to. Depends on the country you're in. Of course, if you go to North Korea and you try to take pictures at the airport to show things, or you try to smuggle stuff in, yeah, okay, that's the kind of place I wouldn't try that. But in most countries, people are reasonable. Okay, if you prove that you're gonna get out, how many times I came back with my car loaded like a mule to the Canadian border from the US because I was actually flying out of the country. No issues, as long as you can prove that you're gonna leave the country with it, that it's not gonna stay, 99% of the time they're not gonna have a problem. Where you could have an issue is medicine, and this is where it's a bit more tricky. And you also have to check because like a lot of snowbirds, okay, Canadians that go to, let's say Florida for the winter, in the past, because now with COVID, I don't think nobody's going to go for a long time. But anyway, but if they carry 6 months worth of medicine, that can be illegal in the United States. And some people were arrested for drug possessions and stuff like that. You know, you have this old dude, 75 years old, you know, like retiring. He's going there for 10 years in a row now, and somehow he has a heart issue and they prescribe him something and he passed the border with it and he gets arrested and he gets put to jail. And now $150,000 later, he's still in jail. It's still a drug possession. His doctor said, I'm sorry, I didn't know, but you know, like, what does it matter? So this is the type of thing that you have to check. So if it's something trivial, okay, worst case, you'll lose it. If not, you can talk about it and you can figure it out. Don't bring drugs, okay? Don't bring guns. Actually, that's another one. How many times, and lucky Canadian government's nice about that and just ship the people back or take their guns and keep it at the customs. But how many times it happens that you have Americans that have guns in their cars, redneck with the shotgun at the back of their head as if like it's, you know, just normal to always have that there. You know, like the typical image of the dog with the shotgun at the back of the pickup. They pass the Canadian border, they don't even remember they had a gun there, okay? And then, do you have something to declare? No. What about the gun there? Oh yeah, I didn't know that one. And that's it. What's gonna happen? That sounded more like an Indian accent, but anyway. The point is that you have to be careful, okay? You have to think about it, but if ever you're in trouble, negotiate it, okay? You talk about it, trust me. Like the border people, they may sound like, you know, strict and, you know, never smiling, but on the other end, you're a tourist, you're coming to their country, you know, you're not doing there for malicious, you know, purposes, so they're gonna let you in. It's no issue. But like I said, negotiate, be nice, be kind, and try to wiggle your way in. It's not gonna be a problem. Just don't take it like, oh, okay, seize it, or don't be aggressive. That's another thing, okay? There's no point for that. There's nothing calling you to be aggressive. Fruit and vegetable. Okay, another one. Hey, I should have prepared this video before I make it, but it's still in the same topic and it's still true. Tons and tons and tons and tons of Vietnamese, okay, Chinese, they're bringing vegetables because, of course, in Canada, we don't have all the veggies they have in Vietnam, and they like to bring that to their family, and I totally agree. But because of all the issues of interspecies, whatever, contaminations and, you know, like invasive species, you can't not bring vegetable. But they know, like the Canadian and US customs, trust me, they see a Vietnamese, they know right away. Okay, and this one you won't be able to wiggle yourself out. But if you don't say anything, okay, and I was actually there at the airport, and until the guy started losing his cool, okay, it was like, we'll seize your vegetables, and this time I'm not going to give you $300 ticket, okay? But the guy started wailing and freaking out. Look, if you continue like this, I'll give you $300 ticket. And the guy keep, you know, like aggravating, becomes a bit violent. That's it, $300 ticket. Plus he could have been arrested. It's only vegetables, okay? It's only something, unless it's something super expensive, okay? Even if it's super expensive, leave it at the airport, pick it up later. But don't fight about it because you're just gonna make your situation worse, okay? It's best not to say anything. It's best just to, you know, like if you can negotiate, if it's something that's illegal, yes. But in China, when you come in the country, you know, like I pretend I don't speak Chinese when I go to China. I don't care. I don't need to show up at the airport and, you know, like, hey, if I need to say stuff in Chinese because I need to, you know, speed up the process or something, or make the guy laugh or the girl laugh and just like make it speed up because they like it when you speak Chinese, or any country, I mean, you speak French, you come to Montreal and you speak a bit of French, you know, that's going to diffuse the tension. But you don't have to, okay? You can just play dumb, okay? If the person struggle, like I get stopped by a cop in France, in Paris, and I just speak English with the guy. And eventually, like, you know, the guy just cannot converse with me and he just let me go, okay? I was about to say, merci beaucoup, you know, like, hey, and then, you know, but you know, of course, I just maintain my pretense. I still have an accent, but maybe the guy can't know where it's from. I don't know. He didn't know. And that's the kind of thing you can do. But honestly, when you get to the airport, negotiate it. Like I said, don't worry about it. These guys are not there to make your life miserable. And that's it. But on the other end, if you did something wrong, sorry to hear that. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and give me the thumbs up. I'm going to make a video like this almost every single day, teaching people how to move around the world, travel, how to prosper anywhere. If you have any experiences, if you travel anywhere, please tell me where you travel. Put it in the comment below. If you have any questions, I do answer my comments. And also, if the question is broad enough and I think enough people need to hear the answer, I'm going to definitely make a video about it. Also, if you want to learn how to make money, how to prosper, I retired at 33 years old, multimillionaire. How I did that internationally, online and offline. And I have a sister channel that's teaching exactly how to do that. So if you want to travel and make money anywhere, this is the channel for you.